Greetings everyone, boys and girls. This is James here speaking. And how's it going? Okay, today is on to Friday, which means here just today is pandemic the quarantine period. And I was just feel quite to be feel quite that familiar as a place to be. And we just have gonna be just straight into it. So I have something important here, but I just got a big problem here that's going to tell you about it. I was the first time that Saiko no Sutoka Disco server, and where I've met people and always having the creators, the developers, and the mods crew. So I was just purposely made like a famous bizarre visuals dancing the unrelated media of Saiko no Sutoka. And anyways, I'm still here, and I'm lived and stuck in here to indoors house for some big reason. So I just really important here. There you go. And first time I said yesterday I was where I've found that I was got there's a problem just the problem the disco server the mods crew the overheads and the crew that and this was had the disagreement where's the statement just because charts off this afterward for that they decided to shacked me. So there you go. I got shacked by mods from Saiko no Sutoka Disco server, and it muses so that I was unable to connect to the Saiko no Sutoka. It's really crazy things the people just start off dramatically the moment, and I was just unspeakable for the body language. What the heck does this mean? There's a freaking bots messagely just blackmailing the military agent. I don't know. I just believe it. It's the mods crew that decided to shacked these people. So pretty sure it hasn't had dramatically the mentions that Saiko no Sutoka Disco server that I had this occupied as a promotions probations where the James appeared to the disco server. So honestly, this has some recently that's responsible for a disagreement that's under the James label for that is wonders as recently, and it's almost it takes a few years afterwards, so it didn't make it this go so very far, and I just had to decide to focus at the goes my own disco server and something like that, and I have the personal disco server, and quite just simply it was unpredictable for the disco is a way of a server that so far it was toxic and dramatically and disrespectful, so as fluid as anything is what bad qualities comedically. This was quite that it's not as good at all, so I couldn't barely to pass the 1 years after launch of a Saiko no Sutoka Disco server and local games, and include my created altered reality the unrated media Hedwig 16. So none of that is unrealized that for the unintentionally. This nonsense intentionals for personal. The risks have main recently, and I had to on purposely to talk to this troubled people and talk about it. Just having conversations. So and it did not much I don't know that I don't have to mention here, so I just getting straight into it. So first time I was really just sort of a Monica that Yan Gary that Monica who would visit the Saiko no Sutoka this server Saiko John, and for that is her recently to the personal reasons most crews at Yengri Monica was fired from groups, so I just barely did that to grow up at Yamato, so and that's just way of the biggest way to bad problems for bad quality. Honestly, it's the downhills, the downfall for the Saiko no Sutoka, and probably it just says you get decided move out of the way. It's a different Discord server. So, and I have the Discord server and open world server. If you wanted to lift the connect, had to stay as a social media platform in the Discord server, I have a terminal internet reality and with the frame Miku. If you want, check out links in the description below. And if you want to join it, you have to see something like new details and new looks to view. But without the further, so without being the Saiko no Sutoka Discord server, is I was got shacked for some big reason. Honestly, do it. So if you want to check out my Discord server, links in the description below if you want to join it. So I'll see you then to Disco. So, and follow me to social media. As always, later.